Thanks for joining me for Video 5, Part 3 of the Customer Connect web training series. This video will cover selecting a template and using the template editor. Notice that Step 5 under the Campaigns tab is identical to the Manage Templates section covered in the Exploring the Manage tab video. From here you can choose a stock template to work with from the Template Library section. You can use a previously saved template under the My Template section, or you can drop HTML directly into Customer Connect to load a coded template. I'll use a stock template from the Sporting Goods theme. Be sure to click Refresh when using the drop-down menus. Once you have found the desired template, look for the green indicator box to show that you have the template selected, and click the Edit Content button to take your template to the template editor for Step 6. First, look at the right-hand side of the page to find the Add Sections column. Let's add a couple of body left and right image sections. New sections will appear at the bottom of each section category type. To rearrange the sections to the right order, simply click up or down on the gray positioning bar. You can make a quick duplicate of a section by clicking Copy, and you can remove a section by clicking Delete. Now let's add some of our item images to the email. Under the Manage Images section, I've uploaded some images into my image library, but you can also do this under the Campaigns tab. You can give your images a URL or an alternate text. Remember, you can resize these images to fit your needs by clicking the Edit link from the Select Image screen. Click Save to add the image to your template. Now let's edit some of our text content. The text editor works much like Microsoft Word, so I won't spend much time talking about how to use the basic functions. However, I would like to show you how to add link to text and how to add a barcode and variable. Let's just imagine all of this filler text is your item and store description put into interesting fonts, sizes, and colors that will really grab your reader's attention. To further flesh out the text fields, let's add a link to the text. To add links, find the appropriate target text and highlight. Next, click the Insert Edit button and add the desired email address. I'll use google.com, but you can use any URL that is relevant to the text, such as links to your website, a manufacturer's website, etc. Before we leave this page, let's change how this link will open. When adding links, the goal is to have the recipients explore what you have linked in your email, but at the same time, it is important to have them leave your email open as long as possible so that your email will stay in their memory. To change how your link opens, change the target drop-down to open in a new window. Now when this link is clicked, your email will still be open in the background and they can easily return and continue browsing if they're reading your email in a browser. Next, I'll insert a variable into the body section. I want to let my customers know that I have a sale that runs for 30 days, and I'm going to be sending this email out several times over the course of the year. Since I don't want to have to come back in and edit the sale end date each time, I will add a variable and have Customer Connect automatically populate this for me. To insert a variable, click the VAR link at the top right of the Edit Text window and select which variable you want. This particular variable is editable, so I can change the 30 to 14 for a 2-week sale, etc. I would also like to add a barcode by clicking the Insert Barcode icon. Included barcodes can be created from item numbers as well as counterpoint discount codes you have set up in the point of sale. Before sending, print your test email out to verify that it works at the point of sale. Let's save our changes and go back to the template editor. Take a look at the color samples section at the bottom right of the screen. Now expand the section and you will see the color schemes that are available for you to choose from. Click a few to try them out. If you have found a color scheme that you like, you can further refine it by changing the color palette above. The first box controls the header, the second box is for the footer section, and the third box controls the body section. Click one of the boxes and you will see the color scale box complete with the place for HTML color hex code input. This is useful for if you would like to match your company colors, etc. Now let's preview the template. To preview the template as your contacts will see it, click the preview link at the top right of the page. From this view, I can check my alignment and make sure that all of my links work. Sometimes you will notice that variables will not populate in this view as they have not had a chance to be filled in by our servers for variables such as send date plus 30, etc. Now let's take a look at the plain text version section below the text editor. Click the link called Update Plain Text and you will receive a prompt before you can proceed. Click OK and the text from your HTML email version will be placed in the plain text box. For a number of reasons, a small percentage of your recipients will not be able to view the full HTML version of your email that you created in the template editor above. Instead, these customers will only be able to see a plain text version that has no images, including barcodes, links to text, colors, etc. Even though plain text will be for a minority of recipients, you will still need to plan for this email type. All links that you have linked to text in the main email will need to be written out in full. If you have important information that is contained within an image, you will need to write this out, as the plain text version will not show any images. You may want to condense your content and arrange it in a way that is readable in this format. Make sure that you clearly identify yourself as a sender in this box. Please note that variables will still work in the plain text section. I like how this email is turned out, so I want to save it with a unique name and send it to my Template section. To do this, click the Save as Template box at the bottom left of the page. After you've set up and previewed your template to the template editor, formatted the plain text version and saved, you'll be ready to move to step 7 to run the spam checker and send a test email. This concludes part 3 of the Campaigns tab. Please join me for the conclusion in part 4 where we will discuss scheduling and sending your email. Thanks for joining me.